questions here. All right, this next question is about the live business. It's about pitching agents. Let me read it to you. Hi, Steve. I have a few questions for agencies. I have a band, and it's been a while. We are in the scenario, I guess it's been a while since they were in the scene. I would like to know how to pitch agencies for gigs. What are the things they expect from an artist while approaching? What should be the approach? Well, a couple things. One, it's much easier. You look much smarter if you spell everything right and do proper English. So I'm going to give you some, cut you some slack. That's indie music, who's from India. So that English might not be his first language. But, if you're going to be dealing with lots of folks, learning proper English, learning how to write a letter, a note is important there, Rajiv. All right, you know what, Rajiv? I told you there's all kinds of great information on that website of ours, okay? Let me take you over there right now and see what we got here. Okay, if you go down there under touring, on that link down there where it says touring, there's all kinds of great information, including lots of advice and counsel from some of the top agents in the business, and so that you can learn. So if your question is, how do I pitch an agent and what are they looking for? I want to introduce you to a couple of those agents here today, make your job easy. The first one is a gentleman by the name of Kyle Wilensky, who was on the show. Now, Kyle's a big-time agent at Creative Artist Agency here in the U.S. He's one of the top young agents around. He works with Group Love, amongst others. And I asked Kyle when he was on the show, excuse me, to talk about what it is that an agent, is looking for when they're looking to sign a client. So let me play that video for you, and then we'll come back.
Just going out there and really owning your hometown. If that's LA, then that's what you need to do. Just start grinding and playing local shows, and just generating some buzz and getting people out to see the shows. And if that happens, then we're going to hear about it through all the promoters. I talk to everybody in LA at the clubs, the Echo, the Troubadour, Roxy, Viper Room, every day. And a lot of times we will have a national band or a band from the UK that comes over and is doing a show or a showcase. And a lot of times we won't have support, so I'll ask the local promoters to send me some ideas for local support. And so if you're that guy that can sell 200 tickets on your own, we're going to hear about it, and that's a good way to kind of get heard and get your name out there.
All right, there's some great advice from Kyle Wilensky. Bottom line is, lots of agents, most of them in fact, want to see something going on. They want to know that you can sell tickets. And I can recall that some guy posted a comment on the YouTube video when we originally posted, going, "Oh, dude, that's it? So all you got to do is be able to go out and do business and then they'll represent you?" As though there was an easier way. And the answer is yes, okay? You might get lucky if you've built up a ton of other stuff happening. Last week, I want you to go watch our show with Maytal Cohen last week. Maytal's a top YouTube star. She's an unbelievable drummer. She's now put together her own band and a brand new album, right? And she is out there trying to promote that. Well, she got an agent without ever doing a gig, okay? Rare that that happens, but she had a ton of other stuff going on. So agents want activity. Activity fetches phone calls from buyers, that's promoters, club owners, and the like, and that's what you need. Now, there was another question here about how do you go about pitching that agent, okay? And I want to introduce you to another gentleman right now. His name is Mark Geiger. Mark, as you probably know if you've watched our show, is an old buddy of mine for years, one of the top agents in the business, one of the real smart guys in the business. And Mark has always got a lot of opinions on stuff. I asked him on the show, how was the best way to go and pitch an agent, assuming that you had some of these things that Kyle was talking about going on. So let me play that video for you right now, and then we'll come back to you, okay?
So is it basically all based on your internal people finding buzz, or do cold pitches mean anything to you?
Cold pitches usually are the lowest odds of succeeding. It's like the demo tape that goes into the demo bin and never gets listened to. So I would do everything I could to avoid that. It's just too low odds that somebody's going to pick up on it and actually listen. I think you got to be smart on who is making the recommendation or what source, and that's part of curation and filtering everything else.
It's just so much fun driving. I hope you're having fun, Code, out there at the Burning Man. Well, I'm burning down the freaking house here at our joint. Okay. All right, that was to give you some thoughts on how to pitch an agent, you know, what they're looking for. So the moral of the story from Mark Geiger is trusted sources, people that those agents deal with, buyers, managers, you know, other promoters. Those are the people that can give you some help by mentioning it to folks like Mark Geiger. Okay.